Welcome back to the Cool Fears channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is time for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Star Wars Black Series Target Exclusive Droids Boba Fett. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jumping right on into this review, guys. Well, I do want to preference this review actually before we get into it by saying this is most likely my last Black Series figure. Well, now that I think about it, no, it's not, because I'm actually trying to complete the Omega Squad Commandos, so I will be getting those. However, I will not be getting many more Black Series from here on out. I just don't see the value in these guys anymore at the price point that they're getting to, especially when they're doing such lazy repaints like this. Honestly, I understand that it's more accurate to the Empire Strikes Back armor and stuff, but I would much rather have better articulation than accuracy for a costume at this point, at this price point, because I believe this figure was in that $32, $35 range for being an exclusive, and all that fun stuff, and it's essentially just a very, very lazy half-hearted repaint, because they have the Mando Beskar rifle and they could have just thrown that in there. However, they really got lazy with this repaint. Hasbro has really been fucking up. All you Marvel Legend collectors, you guys have such a strong case for false advertising, guys. Get together, do a class action lawsuit against Hasbro, teach them, show them who they actually work for, not these fucking corporate mindless fucks. It's the same thing with a lot of toy companies nowadays, especially NECA and Randy. Fuck that. Oh man, that's a whole nother thing, with Toy-Con or Auto Toy or whatever they wanted to call it. But Hasbro is just as bad right now, by not giving us the products that they're displaying on their packaging, and on top of that, charging us ridiculous amounts for these repaints. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and finally jump into this review. So yes, guys, this is, essentially just a repaint of the Empire Strikes Back body and his weapons as well. So he basically has all the accessories that he does come with on him, which is one of the main reasons why I'm saying that I do not see the value in these figures anymore, because we don't even get alternate hands, head sculpts, other weapons. Like I said, they really could have just thrown in Mando's weapon in this packaging and it would have been great. I know it's not the droids, but it is the Star Wars Celebration when it was his first appearance. Well, I guess this isn't that, but it's close enough in my opinion that maybe for $35, they could have at least been like, well, at least you have two options on how you want to display them. But I don't work for them, so with that being said, why don't we go ahead and just pull him off the rotating turntable so that way we can take a closer look at all his accessories that he has on him already, as well as the figure itself. Alright, guys, so here we have Boba all up close to the camera so we can take a nice close look at all the great detailed sculpt that we already know and have in our collection. So taking a look at the jetpack, it is still removable from his back, I believe. Yes, it is. And so they just repainted it different colors. Like I said, everything in this set is just basic repaints, besides maybe just this, the soft goods cape, which I can't imagine took too much effort. It's just literally a different color cloth with this iron-on orange piece right here. He does come with his handgun blaster, which is mute of all and any colors. It's just a matte gray. Same thing with his typical E35 or E whatever blaster you want to call it, whatever it is called in the Star Wars universe, his blaster of choice. It's all matte, so it's essentially like they took it out of the molding place and just slapped it in the box, maybe with just a little clear coat, because it does have a little bit of a shine. But how lazy is that? So like I said, he is on the old Empire body, guys. Like I said, also I would much rather have had the Return of the Jedi body than this, because man, is it horrible. After messing around with him, I really was like, fuck, why did I open him up? Why didn't I just go straight to Target and return his ass? Because honestly, guys, this is not worth the money. If you didn't pre-order him, I highly suggest just passing on him. He's not too special. Yeah, you get some fancy paints and stuff, but really, if you really want that, just buy the original Boba Fett. I'm pretty sure you can still find them. Or even better, find the Return of the Jedi one and just repaint him into this one, and you'll have a much better version. So I guess with that being said, let's go ahead and get into articulation. So let's go ahead and remove his blasters as well. and start off with his head. He will look all the way to the right. He will look all the way to the left. He gets some pretty decent head tilt, but nothing too crazy. He'll look down that far. He will look up actually pretty significantly, so that's pretty cool. His arms will go out to a T pose right there. 360 rotation at that shoulder. No butterfly joint, like I said, based off the Empire body. Single hinge elbow, rotation at that elbow. Rotation at the wrist, hinging in and out on that wrist. Taking a look at his waist, he will rotate at the waist. No real ab crunch downward because of this plating right here. It kind of prevents him. He gets a little more back ab crunch only because there's no real plating right there. Taking a look at his legs, he will kick out that far. So just under, almost doing the splits. So unfortunately, he cannot join the cheerleading squad. Now this is where my troubles with this figure really truly begin, because he can only kick out that far. So I always keep this leg straight up and down for reference, and yeah, he can only kick that far forward, which is pathetic. He will kick back essentially the same amount, just very little, but he does come with a thigh cut up here that you can just do this as if he's like an old school figure and stuff, not like we have better technology, Hasbro, which you like to boast about when you use, but you don't like to use it. He does come with double hinge knees. And last but not least, his ankles will go down straight that way, up there, and a ball rocker hinge. So, yeah, guys, that's been his articulation. Alright, guys, so that has been my review of the brand new Star Wars Black Series Target Exclusive Boba Fett from Droids, The Adventures of R2-D2 and C-3PO. What did you guys think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below repaint. That way I know you've made it this far and you're enjoying the content. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I somehow managed to get of this guy despite his lack of articulation. And so if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.